Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. First of all, Happy New Year to everybody. It's the 1st of January. I'm actually recording this video the day before. Hope you all have an amazing 2025. I hope it's going to be a great year for you. When it comes to health, when it comes to money, to a job, to, your relationships, to everything. I just wish you all the best, and I just want to start this video with this one. But if you're somebody that watches this video later, well, I decided to make this video today because I want to have a look at the nest of Yskalhaig. I want to kind of show you the team that I'm using for stage 9 that actually is a 1-minute team. Now, do keep in mind that this account that I'm playing is fully free to play, right? So everything that I'm going to show you, or everything that I ever show on my account, is completely fully free to play. Never spent any dollars, any money, nothing on it. The only thing that you got to keep in mind is I do have like 28 days extra compared to people that started with the global, because I had early access, right? So certain things you might be like, okay, why does it look like you have so much more? It's because of that. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to show you in the team that I'm going to show you, just got to keep in mind the stats, right? The stats, the requirements, and just follow along what I'm going to show you. So the reason why I actually wanted to test this out, I was farming stage 8 and 7. Like, I already had a video on nest of Yskalhaig stage 7, but I said, you know what, let me try and push it further because I have got some improvements on my account. Since I last did the nest of Yskalhaig video, I did something that should be #1 priority on every single account from my point of view, and that's going to be Morgan. I got my Morgan to be Chivalry 3. Now, the reason why that is so good is because it changes her Squall of Stones activation to when attacking, right? This is the 3rd skill. So when using a skill, it says inflicts defense decrease and inflicts damage taken increase 3 for 2 turns. Obviously, I have it skilled up. If you don't have a Chivalry 3, this one only works on skill 1. And that's really bad, right? That's not good enough. However, having it be Chivalry 3, it works on any skills. And because of the way the fight is going, you're going to be spamming this one that attacks all enemies. Pretty much, you don't care about the attack gauge or the damage. This doesn't really work. What you care about is her 2 passives. Again, first one, this one is going to land defense penalty and damage taken increase. But then the second one, that when she uses the skill 2, reduces the target's attack gauge by 45%. Again, doesn't work. However, remove buffs from the target. She removes 2 buffs, and guess what Yskalhaig does? Tons of buffs, right? That's a problem. So let me run this team and let me show you. And honestly, I'm kind of using a funny secret weapon that everybody has access to as long as you save the resources. And that secret weapon is actually going to be the free legendary Sergius, right? He's actually pretty interesting and pretty good for this. Now, let me run this team once so I show you how it goes. And it's pretty much straightforward, right? Like I mentioned, Morgan is in this team for her defense decrease, right, that one, and damage taken increase, plus to remove some buffs. Then Bedivere is obviously here as the DPS. Then we have Sergius, which Sergius's role in this team is to just boost our attack gauge. Look at that, 500 plus attack gauge boost. That's just massive. Then the last one in this team, Sarah, her only role is to do that A1. The way that I'm fighting this fight and the way I'm doing this team is I'm relying on killing the boss extremely fast, or as fast as I can, before I actually need healing. You see, I barely have any healing because I only use Sarah's first skill, right? The reason for that is you see Sarah lands the buff disruption. So, which means the boss will not be getting any buffs. This is the problem with this fight. The boss gets so many buffs and keeps extending them that if you don't have a ton of marks, which is kind of like the recommended thing, it's close to impossible to deal with it. However, if you just do this, right, and if you have a strong enough DPS, then you should be able to destroy it, right? I don't think you necessarily need Bedivere. Yes, he does help because he's the best damage dealer in the game, but if built strong, whoever's going to be your best damage dealer should work as long as you kill it fast enough. Now, the principle of this team again is the defense penalty from Morgan, then attack gauge boost, so we will rotate faster from Sergius, blocking the buffs with Sarah, and then your damage dealer. Now let me go ahead and show you the skill order that I have before I jump and show you the builds. So if you look at the skill order, Sergius, you care about the A3, right? The 3rd one, if you don't have enough vigor to the 3rd one, you want to do the 4th skill. Now, why is the 3rd one so good? Every time he does the 3rd skill, he boosts 500 attack gauge, or 400 if you have no skill skill ups. I was lucky to get 1 skill up in the Flame Relic, but it gives everybody 500 tag each, which means we're going faster, which helps because the boss is so fast and does so much damage that he just obliterates us. So having Sergius boost us forward is amazing. Sarah, like I mentioned, she only uses her first skill because with her Chivalry, I think it's only Chivalry 1 or Chivalry 2, I would have to double check, but she can put that buff disruption, right? Which means boss is not going to get buffs. Then Morgan, I have her use the A2. The reason why she uses the skill 2 is because, as I showed you earlier, her passive, when she uses the skill 2, has a chance, like, you know, every 3 or 4 turns, I don't remember the exact cooldown, has a chance to remove 2 buffs. So if the boss somehow gets buffs, then Morgan has a chance to remove them. And then Bedivere, obviously with the Frost Relic, smash with the second skill, and then if he doesn't have that, then go with the first one. Now, let's go and have a quick look at the builds because, you know, they're pretty interesting. They're close to endgame, I guess. I could not call them endgame because I don't have, you know, everything 6-star and whatever when it comes to gear. So, first of all, first and second passive for Bedivere obviously skilled up. Then he is 6-star awakened. I just, you know, went all in on him because he's amazing. Equipment, he's actually running a counter set, an attack set, and then when it comes to keepsake, he's using a strife because obviously, if he does manage to kill stuff, he gets more turns. However, in this fight, you see that it doesn't really benefit it because you just go full on the boss, right? You saw that I targeted the boss. I don't kill anything of the side ones. This one does help like on the first wave with the fact that you want Sarah to be able to take 2 turns before you get to the boss. First turn, Sarah will take, she lands the buff disruption, then a second turn, so she has the cooldown. If you kill the wave too fast, keep this in mind, if you kill the wave too fast, then Sarah's buff disruption is not gonna work. This is her second passive actually, not Chivalry. So when using a skill removes, no, sorry, this one. When using skill 1, inflict buff disruption for 2 turns. So the first turn she does that, she lands it, but then if she doesn't take another turn before we get to the boss to block it, then she's not going to remove this, and then she's not going to get that extra turn, and that's a problem. So definitely keep that in mind. This is a little bit of a quirky thing. Now, Bedivere's total stats, you can see decently fast, or close to 60% crit rate, some crit damage, decent attack, and then obviously nothing else really matter. However, I do have some, what is it? Is it this one? No, I think it's the banner. No, I thought I had some hit accuracy. There we go. Hit accuracy. Kind of want some hit accuracy so he doesn't miss, right? So he doesn't miss a lot of his attacks when you go on higher stages. So that's Bedivere. Then when it comes to his relic, obviously the Frost one, because that's his best one. 60, 6-star, 4-star ascended or awakened. And then I do have a few skill ups. Not a ton, but you know, it just helps a little bit more damage. The more damage you can do, the better. Next one, Morgan. A couple of skill ups in her Flame Relic as well. This is her base relic. When it comes to passives, again, this is the number one that you want to have skilled. If you have this one skilled, you don't really worry about the second one. This second one can help as well, but the third one's your priority. She is Chivalry 3. Oh yeah, I forgot to show Bedivere Chivalry 3, right? You don't really need it. Especially like maybe Chivalry 2 helps because you do more damage. Chivalry 3 is more about the third skill, which we don't use. But yeah, Morgan, 6-star awakened. Then again, the passive, this is the one that you care about mostly. When we're looking at equipment, she's running speed and accuracy. The way to build Morgan for any area of the game is as fast as possible with 60 to 70% effect accuracy, and that's what you see I have. 77% to 20 attack speed. Ideally, I would love to have her a lot faster and in vigor, but for now, this is what I can afford to have, and this is what I'm using. I don't even have a keepsake set on her. This is going to be for the future. I think I'm going to try to go with Unity because this one is going to get more attack and more defense for people of the same element. Obviously, I will try to get I will hopefully get her Frost Relic, so it helps for this fight specifically. But again, not mandatory, it works with just what you see. And you can see there's like 4-star gears, 5-star, it's not all 6-star. Can be better. Next one, Sarah. She's running, I have 2 builds for Sarah, right? But the one that I'm using here is Vigor plus Accuracy. You want her to have close to 70% effect accuracy, and then her speed that you need, if I'm not mistaken, at least for stage 10, or you know, 9 is going to be a bit lower, but you need her to be over 160 attack speed. The reason for that is, when you go into the fight, the boss is going to be faster than you. You saw the boss is extremely fast. The reason why you want Sarah to go before, not before the boss, but you go before the, I think it's tail or claw, but you want her to go before the side, whatever add is, because that one's 160. If that one goes, it lands evasion rate increase, which means he's gonna keep evading, you're gonna miss your hits, you're never gonna finish the fight. That's why Sarah is the MVP. I think it's her and maybe one more hero in the game that do that, the buff disruption. Apart from that, there's nobody, right? I haven't seen anybody. That's why she's the queen of that, and that's why you have her spam the A1, and also helps a ton, because guess what she does? When she does the first skill, she boosts more vigor, which means you're gonna keep going, you're gonna have your skills ready for Morgan, your smashes ready from Bedivere, and you can keep doing the third skill from Sergius to keep boosting attack gauge. But yeah, you can see your total stats. Again, all you care about is 70% effect accuracy, over 160 attack speed, and then everything else doesn't really matter. If you can get some HP to do a bit of healing, it can help, but not mandatory. When it comes to this, you really want this one skilled. You want the second passive to be fully skilled up so that it's always on the boss. And then when it comes to Chivalry, you don't really care. You don't really care. All you care about is that she has this one, and then you're good to go. And then the last one, Sergius, which everybody can buy for free from the arena, right? You prefer to try and get this passive from him skilled up, right? So he can boost some more vigor, but again, not really mandatory. Same thing for this one. I don't think it's really mandatory. It's just, you know, if you have it skill up, fine. If not, it still works just fine. One thing that's really important is the flame relic. You want this flame relic. I got lucky, like I said, I got one skill over here to boost it from 40% attack gauge to 50 for all the team. And guess what? Same thing. This one is free. Everybody can get this relic from the clan shop. Just buy it from the clan shop, level it up, bring him in the fights, and I'm quite sure you're gonna see him more and more in my teams, because this is insane. Boosting 50% attack gauge for all your team, it just makes most of the end game content a lot easier. So Sergius MVP, the way that I built him is in just a vigor set, right? Just to make sure that he has the vigor to do the third skill. Nothing else really matters, but you want the only thing that you care on him, from my point of view and what I've played so far, as much attack speed as possible, right? I didn't, obviously I would love to have a lot more. 194 is not quite good enough, but this is what I had for now, and it worked just fine. You saw I'm easily beating stage 9 of Yskalhaig, and it's just a beauty to see. Now, do keep in mind, I'm going to try and get to stage 10, right? Or if I see that it's so tough, I'm going to try and make some more videos on stage 9 by at least dropping Bedivere, right? Everybody else is free to play. You can get everybody for free. I'm going to try and drop Bedivere. I'm going to try and build up somebody that's really strong, like a strong Frost DPS, maybe somebody like a Cormac, right? Because I think he does some fun stuff. Maybe I'm going to try, let me see, do I have Cormac's Frost Relic? Because that could be interesting. I don't. So I'm going to try and look at whatever I have, whoever I have as a strong Frost DPS, and I'm going to try and do the same team without Bedivere and see, is it possible or not? But yeah, I guess we're going to leave it for at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.